goes over to get referee Jerry Calhoun to bring him around. Bass on his feet. Slammed into the corner. And Bass goes down. 2, 3, got him. 15 minutes and 20 seconds. Bass, blood all over his face, but his hands held high. Referee Jerry Calhoun, who was abused accidentally, now being grabbed by Tyler, saying, I know he used his feet on the rope. 15-20, and the winner is Ron Bass.
Yeah, well, that was about it. As I said, there's questions in my mind about how long.
Calhoun says, let's get it started. And Dallas Montgomery starts inauspiciously, Dave, as Bass has jumped Boulder right away and has hammered away on him. He's got him bleeding as he jumped him when Boulder turned around, and Dallas Montgomery out of the ring on his back as Bass has really busted open Eddie Boulder. Right after the introductions, the referee said, let's do it, and Boulder turned around. He slammed, got slammed from behind with Ron Bass. Bass giving it to Pete Austin, and Pete Austin he never had a chance. Boulder never had a chance, Dave. He didn't even get started before Bass dumped him from behind and hammered his head into the turnbuckles. Boy, and Eddie a mess. Come on, hey. Dallas Montgomery trying to come in. The bell did ring, Dave.
Yeah,
and,
it's underway.
First bit of action came after it. Turn around. Get up. Yeah, Danny. Ron Bass back in there, and they are slaughtering Eddie Boulder. Never had a chance. Pete Austin tagged by Bass, and they are just absolutely murdering him. Come on, Jerry, let's stop this thing. That is ridiculous. Pete Austin, Ron Bass just taking turns on a guy that never even got started in there. They jumped him beforehand. I don't know why Jerry doesn't go ahead and just stop the thing. He sends Dallas Montgomery back out, and he's just continuing to let this go on and on as Ron Bass and Pete Austin are just hammering Eddie Boulder and continuing to do so. Bass continuing, how's he going to wrestle? He never even got a chance to start wrestling as Bass jumped him from behind, busted him wide open. Jerry, he's through. Why don't you stop the thing?
It's gone on for almost 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes, count of one, and he picks him up. Now that's too much. He had him down. Why don't you stop it? That's enough on it. I'm going to stop the thing. Hey, come on. That's it. Let's just get him out of there and get something else in. That's ridiculous. Come on, hey. Ron Bass continuing just to hammer Boulder. What a first time on Championship Wrestling for Boulder is Pete Austin. All right. That's enough. Get it stopped. Montgomery knocked out of the ring, and they just continue to hammer on. That's terrible. They had jumped him before.
I want you to look at Body Beautiful. I want you to look at Body Beautiful. The man made a mistake. He pushed the Southern Heavyweight Champion. You don't do that, Russell. You see the guy paid the price.
Okay.
I want you to look at it, Russell.
That's what's up for
Pretty boy right there. Pretty boy right there.
I know. Okay, fine. Get him out of there. That's ridiculous.
TV, why didn't you come out and help Bill? Well, I wish now that I had been there, but as most of you people know, for the past 6 or 7 years, I've been ranked in the top 10 contenders in the world, always in line for a shot at the World's Championship. And it's probably no secret to anybody. Recently, I've dropped out of the top 10. And I want to be in the top 10 so that whenever that title shot comes along, I'm going to have a chance at it. So what I've had to do when you're not in the top 10, these contenders won't come to you. You have to go out and wrestle these guys in their own hometowns. And so that's what I had to do last week. And once again this week, I'm not going to be able to be at TV. And that's why I'm here with Jackie to make this interview, because I got something I want to say to Ferris and Latham and Davis. Let me tell you something. When I take it on myself to go out away from Memphis, wrestle these contenders, try to get in line for a World Heavyweight Championship match, and then 3 jerks like you come along and beat us right here in my own hometown, knock me further down the ladder, well, let me tell you something. That don't set well with me at all. And I want to say this. It's happened for the last time. You guys bring anything you want to down there and shoot your best shot this Monday, because you're going to need it. I can just say this. Do anything you want, bring it all, but you're going to go out of that Coliseum Monday night a loser. Now, Jackie, I know the thing don't set well with you, even though there was 3 against 2 down there last week.
It don't matter if there was 10 against 2. There's no excuse. Right. I'm not as pleasant as I was on this TV last week, and I've got a good reason. I sat here and told you I was going to bring chains and chairs bigger than theirs. Well, I forgot to. I forgot to do that because I underestimated these guys. They're a hell of a lot tougher than I thought they were. Let me tell you something, Pally. You little lieutenant or private or whatever you are, bring your whole army, because you're going to need it this week.